question for you. Have you ever heard the myth that black people have thick skin?
I never heard of that.
It's literally a medical practice.
I've never heard of that.
It's something that's
I've never
derived,
heard of it.
It's something that's derived from chattel slavery. It said black people have less nerve endings and thicker skin. And what
Where
they
is
said.
that taught at?
He may not have heard of it, but this is something that I talk about all the time. My name is Dr. Joel, the Medical Mythbuster, and I actually won a Peabody for exposing racial bias in medicine. Today, let's bust some myths about black people and pain. To understand where these ideas came from, we have to go all the way back to slavery in the 1800s, when doctors helped invent pseudoscientific ideas about biological differences between black and white people. One of them was a Louisiana physician and slaveholder himself named Samuel Cartwright. He claimed to have discovered a mental illness called drapetomania. The symptoms for it were an enslaved person wanting to run away and be free. The cure was amputation of toes and whipping. This is the same doctor who said that black people had thicker skin, experienced pain differently, and inherently had lower lung volumes. They were part of an entire system of pseudoscience that turned the consequences of slavery and even the desire to escape it into biological defects of black people. Those beliefs had real consequences. You may have heard of J. Marion Sims, sometimes called the father of modern gynecology. Sims developed his surgical techniques by operating over and over on black women and children without any anesthesia. We know the names of three: Anarcha, Lucy, and Betsy. But the part that tells you everything is he used anesthesia on his white patients, stemming from the belief that black patients felt less pain. And I want to make it clear that there is no evidence that black people have meaningfully thicker skin that makes them feel less pain. In fact, the science points the opposite way. When researchers pulled together decades of research, they found that black patients, when compared to white patients, experienced more pain and actually could tolerate pain for less time. At this point, you might be saying, that was in the 1800s. What does it have to do with medicine today? And the answer is a lot. In 2016, researchers asked white medical students and residents about supposed biological differences between black and white patients. About half endorsed one false belief. Beliefs like black people's nerve endings are less sensitive than white people, or that white people have larger brains than black people. The trainees who believed more of these myths were more likely to underestimate the black patient's pain and to recommend the wrong treatment for it. But the trainees who rejected the myths didn't show that bias. Study after study has found that black patients are less likely to receive adequate pain medication when compared to white patients in emergency rooms, after surgery, in all types of care. I think what's important to understand here is that a medical myth does not need to appear in a textbook in order to influence medicine. An idea invented centuries ago can survive through our culture, our ideas, our assumptions, even after knowing where it came from is long gone. That's why understanding our history matters, because sometimes the medical myths we thought disappeared centuries ago are still influencing who gets believed and who gets the treatment they need even today.